Information to make big companies happy. Ever wondered just what it takes to be a good mechanical engineer? Ever wondered why engineers are paid so much for what they do? First and foremost, my name is Josh, and I'm going to be talking about mechanical engineering. Obviously, I'm not by any means an expert, given that I'm enrolled in college for this very subject. However, I know a few things about engineering that most would overlook. There are three main principles to becoming a successful automotive engineer, and here I will explain a bit about them. So our first objective is design. When designing a car, it must be attractive and have a specific or general audience in mind. Nobody will hire an engineer that doesn't have good taste in aesthetics. This is known because vehicles that are more pleasing sell quicker than vehicles that don't look very pleasing at all. Next is our second objective, that's build quality. Obviously, the idea is to create the strongest vehicle out there so that people will keep coming back for more. Everyone gets an idea of what a good investment is and what a good investment isn't. The problem with this is that the vehicle needs to last long enough, so it's not seen as trash, but, well, so it's a good investment instead. A great example of a vehicle's evolution that comes to mind is the Honda Civic. As Car and Driver's Andrew Wendler puts it, sporting a transversely mounted engine, front-wheel drive, a fully dependent suspension, quirky, cute styling, and room for four, the Honda Civic was everything that current domestic small cars weren't. While models like the Chevrolet Vega and Ford Pinto made their best attempts to downsize Detroit's rear-wheel drive legacy into smaller, more efficient packages for a nation bested by fuel shortages and petering economy, Honda simply built the best car it could. They built it for extremely low costs, too, for just $2,150 in 1973. Once Honda realized that they'd built a great car that was reliable and wouldn't break quickly, they increased the price of their Civics, meaning $2,150 in 1973 is equivalent to a mere $12,000 today. However, Civics today sell for around $19,000 and up, highly marked because of the economy and the company figuring out what they had. If you're an engineer for a large company, you don't want this to happen, given that the company's profit margin will diminish since the product will last a while before the consumer is going to need to buy a new one. The company you're working for will not want your car to last much longer than 6 years without having to replace it because of parts or replace the car itself. These 6 years are developed because most loans last about 6 years. So if the car breaks after 6 years, oh well, they have nothing to do with it and it seems like a good investment. Okay, so our third objective here is being cost effective. You want to build a car that doesn't seem that cheap or like the cheapest made ever, but at the same time it needs to be particularly well made and just barely outlive any loan on it. This will fit under a specific monetary constraint as well that you need to abide by. As well, the vehicle needs to be made under certain criteria such as crash test ratings, comfort ratings, and design ratings on a low budget. Meeting these 3 points will provide the best and most effective mechanical engineer. Design plays a major role in engineering, but also is necessary in safety and dependability. With these objectives in mind, a great mechanical engineer will be evolved. In conclusion, a design to be able to design a good-looking product that's specifically appealing and useful to everyone, that's built well enough and efficient to work for just long enough, but not too long, and be cost-effective, building the quality cheaply as possible, and keeping efficiency in mind. That's why engineers are paid decent wages, and a big thanks to Savings.org, Car and Driver, and AutoWeek for providing the necessary information in this presentation. As well, here is a little chart. We've got the well-built car, bought once in 10 years, The poorly built car bought 7 times in 10 years. As well, we have a little chart down here to illustrate that. It's just to better understand this topic. And thank you for your time.